Hello, YouTube. It's Jean here. And I'm very pleased to have the honor to meet my big friend, my big Yeti Mike here. I just have nowhere to put it. Hello, everyone. It's Jean here from Authentic Energy, coming to you live from Vancouver. And I'm here every Friday afternoon, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I am so sorry I'm a bit late today because I was coming back from the outside. I was outside, I was hanging out with my good friend Leia, and then we got carried away with time. And then I look at my clock, I'm like, oh my God, I got to come back and do my live. So thank you so much for everybody that's been waiting for me to come live here. Finally, I made it. I was like rushing back home, and thank you so much, everyone. And let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay, let me see who are the regulars. Let me see if we have any new friends here. And do let me know in the chat box if you like my big mic. Actually, I've been having this mic for a long time, and some of you, probably most of you, have not met my Yeti mic yet, but this is the mic that's been serving me all this time to make sure my sound is clear, that all of you guys can hear me. So thank you so much, everybody, for having this date on Friday with me. And today I want to quickly speak to you guys about how you can do a summer cleanse with Herbalife. Okay, and it's going to be very simple, and also I want you guys to take some notes. Okay, and when I talk about doing the summer cleanse, right, it's not exactly that you have to do a detox. You have to do some kind of like body reset. But when I use the word cleanse, actually, every day we're doing some cleanse, right? Let me know how many of you guys here are on the Herbalife healthy breakfast. If you're doing the healthy breakfast, every morning you are helping your body to cleanse already. Okay, and I am actually someone that practices my wellness and my nutrition healthy lifestyle with my TCM, practice. So TCM being traditional Chinese medicine. Okay, and it's embedded in my culture, being Chinese. Every time when we eat, we got to think about, okay, is this good for your body? Is this good for your organs? And also we have to think about what is the season, okay, we're in, and how are we feeding our body, how we're nourishing our body according to the seasons that we're in now. So all these things we have to take into account. Okay, now we're in the middle of summer. We just begin. I guess we can say that we're in early summer right now. And early summer is generally in July. Okay, and August, some of you might ask me, like, what is August then? Okay, August is actually called late summer. Okay, so we have early summer in July and August, late summer. Okay, and there is a big difference between early summer and late summer, and also how we feed our body, how we keep our body healthy, and what kind of food that we eat is actually also different in early summer and late summer. Okay, so today I want to talk about early summer because we're in July now, right? So early summer. Okay, so early summer, basically the corresponding element, the 5 element corresponding to early summer is fire. Okay, we're in the middle of the summer. It's fiery, the fiery element, which means there's a lot of heat generated. The temperature is very hot, right? So how do we regulate our body temperature? How do we regulate our wellness? Okay, we have to feed our body with a lot of cooling elements. Okay, so now we're talking about how to cleanse our body in summer with Herbalife. So you can think about the most obvious choice from Herbalife is what? Aloe vera. Okay, so remember to have your aloe vera. But in summer, so you normally drink aloe vera, right? They're aloe vera concentrate already mixed with your water or you mix with your tea. But in summer, I'll say, increase your amount of aloe vera. Okay, because your body needs that extra cooling. There's so much heat going on. There's so much fire going on in and out of your body. So increase your intake of the aloe vera. Now, some of you are probably asking me, like, how much do you increase? Okay, I see a lot of you guys tuning in now, and let me know who's watching and let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay, I miss my regulars. I know I'm a bit late today, so some of you may have already gone partying. Okay, right. So if you normally just drink aloe vera, like 3 caps or 4 caps in the morning, I'll say in summer, do the same, but then after your breakfast, have another glass of aloe vera. Okay, and then you can even fill up like a big, where's my glass? Okay, my standard glass with more aloe vera. So drink aloe vera throughout the day. Okay, if you're not doing that already, hello, Deborah. Okay, my favorite fit clubber, Deborah. She's everywhere. That's amazing. Deborah's always learning, right? And
So drink extra aloe vera. Okay, I was saying that in summer, you have to drink extra aloe vera. Okay, and drink it throughout the day. The best time to drink it, yes, in the morning, and also before you eat every meal. Okay, like before you take your lunch, before you take your dinner, have a glass of aloe vera. Okay, and after your meal, also have another glass of aloe vera. So in that way, you're actually helping yourself increase your aloe vera intake. Okay, so this is actually a really good one to note, to make a note of, right? And you don't have to worry about drinking too much aloe vera. I mean, you also have to, make a note of your own body, right? And in general, like I can tell you guys this, in general, you shouldn't have any side effect for taking too much aloe vera, because it really helps with the digestion a lot. It moistens your digestions, and also it cleanses, the inside of the intestines, and also it hydrates your body. Okay, so a lot of you guys know that aloe vera is really good for cleansing and hydrating. So in summer, we need to cool off our body. We need to hydrate our body extra. So aloe vera is the number one choice. Okay, now after aloe vera, okay, another way that you can actually help your body cleanse and also nourish your body the best in summer is summer is actually the best season for you guys to actually explore plant-based diet. Okay, so those of you who would like to try like vegetarian or plant-based kind of food, summer is the best season to do that. Why is that? That is because according to TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, in summer it's actually best to avoid fatty food. Okay, fatty food, deep fried food, and fatty meaty food. Like avoid or maybe minimize the intake of fatty, meaty, or animal protein food, right? Why is that? Okay, now some of you are asking me why. I'll tell you the main reason why. Okay, the main reason is because early summer, July, this season, okay, let me put it this way, right? So according to TCM, in every season, we have a particular organ, 1 to 2 organs we have to pay attention to. Okay, so in summer, early summer, right, in July, the organ that we need to pay attention to is actually our heart. Okay, our heart health. So in summer, we gotta pay really good attention to how to take care of our heart. Okay, and it is very easy to get agitated. It's very easy to get angry, right, in summer. Probably mainly because of the heat, right? And then so because of that, our heart health may not be so good. So one good way to take care of your heart is to avoid the intake of a lot of animal protein, meat, and also fatty things, okay, like fatty meat. Okay, so this is when you're actually decrease your intake of the animal product, the fatty, meat and things like that, then this is actually a good chance for you to increase your plant-based food. Okay, so which is why in summer, it's a good time to actually explore different types of plant-based protein. Okay, plant-based, healthy fats, plant-based different things, right? So this is good news for some of you who are always curious about trying, vegan diet or vegetarian diet or plant-based, kind of lifestyle. Do it in summer, because also your appetite is naturally like leaning towards something that's more cleansing, that's more refreshing, that's more bland, right? Nothing too rich and fatty. In winter, our body naturally craves that. Okay, I'll tell you guys a bit more about that in the next episode or like future episode if you want to know more about it. I'll be more than happy to share the traditional Chinese medicine food therapy, like concepts and theories with you guys, and how I combine that with my Herbalife wellness practice. Okay, so speaking of plant-based, right? You know that Herbalife shakes are plant-based shakes, right? Well, apart from the sports line, right? So if you look at the H24, Herbalife 24, the sports line, those are actually milk protein, whey protein. But with the normal like Formula One line, it's actually soy-based protein. And also in most of the countries, now we have like select or try blend, which is basically 3 types of plant-based protein combined, right? You have rice, you have pea, and you have quinoa, 3 types together, right? So this is perfect. Like Herbalife has been like plant-based since the beginning. So it's good to consume your Herbalife shakes, okay? And explore with different types of plant-based ingredients in your shakes, Okay, now I have to mention this very, very, very important thing. Now, make sure you take note of that. Okay, make sure you take note of this. Now, when you make your shakes in the morning, okay, or if you make your shakes as your snacks or something throughout the day, make sure you pick the right fruit and vegetables which actually fit, which are fit for the season. Okay, so in this season, okay, for early summer, we want to actually use the ingredients which actually have a bit of a bitter taste. We want to use the ingredients which are, of course, fresh, and they're not spicy, and they're not too sour, not too spicy, not too sweet. Okay, so if you can do that, blend your shake with these ingredients, it will be amazing for your body. I'm gonna tell you guys what are the examples of the ingredients that can actually, that are the best for your body in summer. Okay, so we got Deirdre from Singapore. Hello, good morning to you, Deirdre. Very nice. Okay, the chat is a bit quiet today, so feel free to, don't be shy and feel free to say hi. I know I'm a bit late today. I'm so sorry, but okay, let me just get on my notes and then show you guys what are the best fruit, okay, and or vegetables that you can blend in your shakes, okay, in the morning that can really help you. Okay, so have you guys heard of bitter melon before? Okay, has anybody heard of bitter melon before? Deirdre, you're from Singapore. You definitely know what bitter melon is. Okay, it's more of a like an Asian ingredient, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen bitter melon, like, I don't know, in restaurants or somewhere before, right? So bitter melon is like our go-to, our summer go-to ingredient. It is a type of melon that you can actually eat raw in the salad, or you can cook it in the soup, or you can just stir fry it. It is actually bitter. Like, it's exactly like what the name says. It is actually bitter. But remember, I told you guys, in summer, the preferred flavor is actually the bitter flavor. Okay, you don't want something too spicy. You don't want anything that's like, too sweet. You do want something that's like tiny bit of sour plus bitter taste. Okay, so bitter melon is a good one. We actually do blend bitter melon in our shakes. I'll show you guys next time. It tastes amazing, actually. It's not that bad. You can also go for, if you have heard of winter melon. Okay, winter melon, there's no such a thing as summer melon. Winter melon is very cooling, so it's really good to actually have cooked winter melon in your shakes, or you can have it as a salad. Okay, and some more common ingredients such as cucumbers. Okay, cucumbers are very hydrating. Tomato. Okay, what else? Corn, celery. I don't know, finger celery, lettuce. Okay, and what else? Dandelion, actually. Yeah, some of you guys can get some dry dandelion that can actually make really nice tea, like a coffee taste. You can actually mix it with the shake as well, or just drink it by itself. And when it comes to fruit, you can use watermelon, of course. Yeah, watermelon is very cooling. Peach, plums, berries, lemons. Okay, lemons have that, sour taste, and honeydew. So these are really, really good fruit for early summer. Okay, so when you're actually able to, include these ingredients in your day-to-day diet or in your shake, they can really help your body cleanse. Like, trust me, when you're eating right for the season, your body will respond. It will actually change and respond in a good way as well. Okay, so remember these things. And when it comes to like taking in, protein, like I mentioned, stick with plant-based protein. Because in summer, try it. Like, even if you just want to try for a week or two, like, of plant-based protein instead of eating meat, your body will feel a lot cleaner. Your body will feel a lot less fatigued, and you will feel a lot more energized, actually. So try that. And there are a lot of types of plant-based protein, such as like tofu, such as beans and nuts and seeds. What else? Lentils. There's so many plant-based protein you can try. And like our shakes, the Herbalife Formula One shakes contain plant-based protein as well. So that is something that you guys have to try. Okay, so these are some of my key notes that I want to share with you guys about summer cleanse with Herbalife. So remember, firstly, you gotta hydrate your body. You gotta hydrate your body plenty, okay, with our cooling aloe vera. Okay, so I'll say at least double your intake of your aloe vera. Okay, double the amount of what you usually take in early summer. Okay, and then secondly, okay, in summer, okay, especially in early summer, you want to actually you want to keep your intake of fatty food and meat protein, animal protein to the minimum. Okay, I know some of you guys are like, but this is the best season for like doing barbecue, for doing like, right? Like barbecue. Yeah, I can only think of barbecue. But yes, do that in moderation, because if you do too much barbecue, I can tell you this. According to TCM food therapy, too much barbecue can generate a lot of heat for your body. Okay, and we want to avoid having too much heat in the body, because it is such a hot season already, and this is a fire element season as well. So you do want to minimize, the heat element as well. So having too much barbecue can generate a lot of heat in your body. Okay, that is because animal protein actually, in terms of, I'll talk about it another time, but in terms of, the thermal quality, they generate a lot of heat and fire for your body, which is great for winter time, like autumn and winter time. But when it comes to summer, it's good to actually keep that to the minimum. Okay, but increase your intake of plant-based food. Okay, summer is the best time to explore your plant-based, foods, like, for 1 week, 2 weeks, or even for like a few months, go for it. Okay. And then lastly, don't forget that every day when you do your morning breakfast shakes, okay, explore with the kind of ingredients which generate bitter taste. Okay. Kale is bitter too. I forgot to mention bitter taste. Okay. They promote bitter taste and a little bit of sour taste. And also these ingredients should be a bit cooling. Okay. Cooling for your body, so that you can actually help your body cleanse, and also to combat the heat in summer. Okay. Avoid things that are too sweet. Okay. This is not the season to do, to blend very sweet ingredients with your shakes. Okay. So avoid something that's too sweet, and also avoid anything that's spicy. So I'll tell you guys what, I know a lot of you guys love your chai lattes and your pumpkin spice and whatever cinnamon things, right? Early summer is not the time for that. Okay. You want to save that for autumn, which is why, like when it comes to like the fall season, we have all these pumpkin lattes and all this spice that comes out, right? Like it is the season, but also according to TCM therapy, food therapy, that is the season when you add the spice to your system. Okay, so this is something that I want everybody to remember. Okay. Oh, good morning, Murphy. We got Murphy in the house as well, and just finished your home workout. Good work, Murphy. And Deborah. Okay, so Deborah has a question. Are there any fruits that we shouldn't eat in the evenings? Okay, right. So generally speaking, right, when it comes to consuming fruit in the evening or any time of the day, the first thing I think about is the digestion. Okay, like, how is it getting digested, metabolized in your body, right? And then when do you eat it, right? So when I talk about when do you eat it, like, do you eat the fruit by itself? Like, do you consume them standalone, or do you consume them like right after your meal, okay, or right before, right? So these are some of the things I will think about, right? And generally speaking, I know like everybody has a different theory of when to consume the fruit, when is the best time to have the fruit, what are the orders of eating it. But I'll say, fruits are quite good to have in general, right? But don't overdo fruit, because, especially some of you guys who are working on, weight management here, you do want to control your intake of sugar. That includes fruit sugar as well. So when it comes to consuming fruit, you do want to be more mindful when it comes to fruits which are a bit more high, in their fruit sugar, such as like grapes and banana, for example, like mango, pineapples. Those are also higher in their fructose, right? So you do want to be more mindful when it comes to consuming their the quantity, right? The volume. Okay. So in the evenings, I'll say, I generally advise everybody to consume fruit that are not so high in the fruit sugar. Okay. And also quantity wise, you want to make it smaller as well. So I would generally advise people to have a little bit of fruit before you eat a meal, actually. Yeah. So you have some fiber in your body. And also, if you are working on weight management, you tend to eat less in your main meal. right? Because you have some fiber to kind of like go down. You're building the base with some fiber already, right? So I'll say have that before your meal, but don't do it right before. Have your fruit, say at least half an hour or 20-15 minutes before you eat your main meal in the evening, right? And then after you go eat your meals and things like that, and have a glass of aloe vera to finish it off. I think that would be probably the best. Yeah, I hope that helps, right? And you love aloe vera so much, Murphy. Who doesn't? I love my aloe vera. I can drink my aloe vera in different flavors. And yes, guys, if you want to spice it up, have your aloe vera, a bit more fun. Instead of having still water, by the way, I got my Mandarin aloe vera in here. Cheers, guys. Instead of doing just still water, you can use your sparkling water, right? Sparkling water mixed with, say, cranberry flavor or mango flavor. Oh my God, it tastes amazing, right? So you don't need to go and buy your soda, your whatever, unhealthy stuff outside. Just get your sparkling water mixed with your aloe vera, whatever flavor you like, and cheers. Pour them into like champagne glass, treat your guests with these things too. And those of you, let me see, show of hands, who are barbecue fans here? I know I spoke about barbecue just now and tell you guys that summer is the perfect season for barbecue, but your body may not like barbecue so much because barbecue generates so much heat, and your body wants to avoid having too much heat in summer, right? So let me know who are the barbecue fans here, and I'll give you guys a tip. Okay, I'll give you guys a tip for barbecue. So to minimize, the fire, the heat in your body. Okay, some of you might have guessed it already. I think Murphy guessed it already, right? Have your aloe vera with you. Okay, why are you putting the shrimps on the barbie? Why are you doing whatever sausages and steaks on the barbecue? Have your aloe vera by your side. Always, always. You can have it chilled, right? Well, you can do, what we do at home? When we have guests over, I'll get like one of those big water jugs, big water jugs, right? And then instead of making lemonade or whatever cordial, artificial things in there, I fill up with like, filtered water, and I pour like my aloe vera. Usually it's like mango, mandarin flavor. People love it. I pour my aloe vera in there, and then I slice like lemon, peach, or sometimes oranges. I make like fruit slices with some mint leaves, right? So it's like, infused aloe vera drink. So I serve my guests with that and big jug, and I chill it in the fridge before they come. And when they arrive, I serve them with that, and everybody loves it. Try it out, guys. Try it out. Deborah, I know you're gonna love it. I know your grandkids are gonna love it as well, and they're gonna be like, this tastes amazing, and it's healthy. You can tell them it's not something that I buy from the supermarket. It's Herbalife aloe vera. It's good for you, and it hydrates you. And especially if there's any fried food, right? And if there's any spicy food, fried food, or like barbecue, like grilled, meaty food, those are the things that actually generate a lot of fire and heat in your body. Drink lots of aloe vera. So have aloe vera as part of your party, as part of your feast. That is going to like basically like, what's the word? Like distinguish the fire, right? like in Chinese, we actually say that there's so much fire from like eating barbecue, fried food, spicy food. So we gotta like, put off the fire by drinking something cooling. And aloe vera is like the go-to, our number one go-to choice, right? So try this and then let me know how you feel. Some of you probably tell me that every time when you have a barbecue, when you eat some fried food, you may experience some breakouts, like some pimples or some kind of reactions, right? That is because there's so much heat from this kind of food, right? So that's why I'm saying in summer, try to minimize, try to have as least amount of, fried food, meaty food, barbecue food, or spicy food as possible. Okay, leave that for winter. Okay, because your body can handle that much, much better in winter. But in summer, we want to keep our body cool. Okay, so we want to nourish our body with cooling elements. So aloe vera and our plant-based shakes, they're amazing in summer. And also one more thing I want to remind you guys is that speaking of like, doing plant-based and also keeping everything according to the season for your body, when you make your shakes in summer, right? Try to use nut milk. Okay, try to use non-dairy based liquid based, non-dairy based liquid for your shakes. So your go-to choices would be like if you're mixing your protein mix, your PDN protein mix with your F1 shake, right? You can use water and ice. Okay, that's completely okay. If you're not having any protein mix in there, use a type of like, plant-based milk, all right? So things like coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk, cashew milk, right? So try that. Why? Because we also suggest that in summer, you want to minimize, like decrease your intake of dairy, right? So like I said, this goes really well with the whole plant-based lifestyle, right? So try to kind of stay away from dairy as much as you can. Now, some of you are like, what about my ice cream? You can still have your ice cream, but you know that lately there's been some really yummy plant-based ice cream out there. Have you tried it? Some of them pretty amazing, right? Like cashew ice cream, coconut ice cream, soy ones I've tried. They're actually pretty amazing, right? Okay, guys, I have to mention this. I'm not trying to convert you guys to be like vegans or to plant-based, but if you haven't tried it, give yourself a week, or you can actually have more plant-based food over having something that's meat loaded in summer. Just like I said, summer is the best time for you to increase your plant-based food, okay, and decrease your meat production, your meat products. Okay, so you will feel, your body will thank you for it, trust me, and you will feel the big difference. Like, oh, this summer I've taken on Jean's advice and I start to do a bit more plant-based, and I've cut out these foods. I have cut out grilled meat, fried food, spicy food, and my body does feel better. And if anybody has any sort of like usual summer allergies or reactions and things like that, try just changing your diet. Try actually taking on some of the ingredients that I suggested and see what happens. Okay, even just by increasing your aloe vera intake, your hydration intake, and cut out some of the ingredients that I mentioned, and see how that feels. Right? Cut out your spices. Actually, try to eat less spices in summer. Okay, summer is not the season to do the spices. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed today's episode, do let me know, and I can see. Oh my God, thank you so much, Deborah. Deborah's so amazing, and you're always here supporting. And she just sent me a big super chat sticker. Thank you so much. And yes, and let me know, because now I'm talking about early summer, but we have late summer to cover as well. Late summer is different. Okay, summer. Okay, now like. I'm going to end this very soon. And then, of course, if you guys have any questions, fire away. Okay. Write your questions in the comment right now. I'll go through your chat and I'll, go over and answer your questions. Anything about, your healthy lifestyle, diet, nutrition, fitness, Herbalife, body confidence, which I talked about last week. And thank you everybody for supporting that topic. I want to mention that why some of you are probably wondering why you're not talking about just summer. Why are you talking about early summer and late summer? That is because, give me this, everybody. Take out your hand and spread out your fingers. Okay. And how many fingers do you see? 5, right? 5. That's right. And according to TCM, everything is in the number of 5. There are 5 elements in TCM. So we have fire, earth, metal, wood, and water. All right, so 5 elements. And also we're talking about having 5 different flavors as well. Okay, and also we have 5 seasons. Okay, I'm just gonna jump straight into it. And you're like, what, 5 seasons? There's only 4 seasons. But according to the ancient traditional Chinese medicine system, the ancient system, there are actually 5 seasons. Okay, so which are summer, late summer, fall, okay, fall is autumn, okay, winter, and then spring. Okay, so the one extra one is late summer. Okay, now it's very magical, right? You're like, what's the difference between summer and late summer? There are differences actually, and I'm going to talk about this maybe next time if you guys want to know, or I'll wait till we're in August, we're in late summer, like next month, then we can speak about it. Right? Because then we can bring our attention to how do we adjust our diet, and what ingredients should we change, how should we nourish our body differently according to the late summer. Okay, late summer is different. Late summer we have a different organ to take care of. Late summer it's a different it's a different organ to take care of, different flavor that we can focus on. Right now, focus on anything bitter. Okay, but late summer, sweet, yes, and different. Late summer, we can take good care of different emotions, and late summer will take care of like different parts of the body. It will be a different type of like body nourishment. But now for like, early summer, really focusing on cleansing. So if any of you guys actually want to do some kind of like detox or some kind of like actual cleansing, like if you want to go on the, I don't know, fasting or something like that, but a lot of you guys who have been following me for some time, you know that I'm not a fan of fasting if it's not for the sake of like your religious purpose, or if it's supervised. If you want to do it on your own, I don't recommend it, unless you've done it before, you know what you're doing. But if some of you guys have got like your supervision and proper plan from like a coach or a therapist, or I don't know, a doctor or somebody, right, that you have to go ahead, the green light to do that, then summer is actually a good time to do a bit of a detox, right? Yeah, a lot of us actually do need it, do need the detox as well. So let me know if you get some, like today's episode, and if you have any more questions about it. Like the way I do it, a lot of you guys who are part of my fit club know that I try to combine, my own practice as Chinese in my culture, TCM, together with a Herbalife, which is more, like Western, Westernized nutrition. I actually practice them together. That can actually give the best result. Because why? Because there's always good things from different cultures, right? And also there are a lot of things from even things like Ayurveda, the Indian food therapy medicine system. There are a lot of good elements there when we can actually combine the different practices together. That's when you get the best result, right? And I always find it very fascinating, because I just can't ignore it. Because I can't ignore that say for example, this kind of food I put into my body, it generates a lot of like heat, for example. I can't ignore it, because I actually feel it. And I know that when it comes to a certain time of the day or a certain season of the year, we just can't have too much of that, right? And it's something that I grew up with. It's already embedded in my system, and I just can't ignore that. And if I see anyone, like I see a lot. I see a lot of nutrition clubs. I see a lot of people who make shakes with different ingredients and adding all these different things. Like I was telling Deborah, she knows, she's so amazing. She's like a sponge soaking up all the knowledge every day. She asks a lot of really good questions. And like, I think yesterday I was actually telling her like that, I see a lot of people adding so much stuff, so much like additional stuff into their shakes. But I don't agree with that kind of practice, because a lot of times people are adding just way too much sugar, way too much extra syrup, and like what, chocolate drizzles and extra cream, extra whipped cream, what else? You name it, like cookie crumbs and like sprinkles and all that, right? Which make the shakes really, really high in sugar, right? And we don't want the shakes to be so high in sugar, because like we want everything to be low GI, right? And we want everybody to minimize the sugar intake, minimize the calories, but keep the nutrients high. And also having too much sweet stuff, too much sugar in your body generates a lot of heat. It's actually not so good as well. So when I see that, I'm like, oh, that's too much. And also when you have too much powder stuff in your shake, that can generate a lot of heat as well. So these are like just examples of things that I can't ignore, because it's already part of my practice, it's part of my belief. And it is really part of like, something that we grew up with as Chinese, where, when we mix a lot of powder form of food together, it can actually generate heat in your body. And sometimes some of you guys probably tell me that I have breakouts when I drink a lot of powder stuff. I have like, like I have constipation, for example, right? I know I'm kind of like steering off the topic. I mentioned about this in one of my episodes about like the side effects, right? When you're not used to taking powder format food, and then suddenly you start taking the shakes and then the tea, which from Herbalife, which are in powder form. And then suddenly, not saying everybody does, go through that, but some people do have, that kind of like reaction. Like I can go to the toilet, I'm having breakouts. That is because powder form food generates heat in your body. Okay. Now, you're probably asking me, is it bad? No, not necessarily. It just means that we have to take the right approach to take the powder form. Okay, so first thing you guys have to remember is hydration. Hydration is the key. Okay, So thank you so much, Murphy. Thank you, Deborah. I'm gonna double check because I need to put on my glasses to see the chat. So hydration is the key. When you have never taken any kind of like shakes or protein shakes and like tea, powders and some other what do you call it, beverage made from powder. Now you suddenly introduce powder form food into your nutrition, your diet. Then your body needs extra hydration for the food, the ingredients, and the nutrients from the powder form to get carried around in your body. Okay, so remember this, hydration is important. And very often people don't take enough water, they don't mix them with enough water, they don't hydrate enough. That is when the powder would not get properly metabolized and digest in your body and generates heat. Okay, when I say heat, I'm referring to the TCM, the TCM philosophy of food that generates different thermal qualities and thermal reactions in your body. Okay, that is what I mean by heat. Not exactly temperature heat. It is not the physical temperature heat, but I'm talking about the thermal quality of food. Every food, every food has its thermal quality. Okay, so like I said, anything sweet, sugary, right, like processed, like candies, those contain heat, like as the thermal quality. And if you have too much of that, too much heat in your body, no good. Okay, so remember this. Okay, so and every time when I see any of my community members when they chucking, like for example, right, just an example, you have your F1 powder and then you have your protein mix powder, and then sometimes people were chucking like, what do you call it, like a peanut butter powder, and then another powder of black sesame, give me another powder of spirulina, give me another powder of collagen, boom, boom, boom. Can anybody relate, right? Has anybody done that before? Okay, all this powder, when I see that, I'll be like, okay, hang on, hang on. There's a lot of powder in there. Okay, how can we like reduce that? Because you already got your nutrition powder, you already got your protein powder. Okay, maximum, I'll say one more powder, but don't add any more because there's just so much powder in there, right? Like, I know some people will be like, okay, now that looks better, right? I know some people will be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Just do it. Mix as much powder as you want. But if you ask me, someone who's Chinese with like TCF background, I'll be like, too much powder generates a lot of heat in your body, and your body may not be able to absorb so much from all this powder. So your F1 nutrition has already contained all these vitamins and minerals and macro and micronutrients already. It's got a lot of stuff already. Why do you want extra, extra, extra? Do you know why you need the extra, extra, extra? Okay, so that is why I'm always like, you already got so much condensed in your F1, in your PDM already. Okay, so you don't really need to add too much. I'll say maximum for me, I do one more powder on top of that, right? So in the past, I would do like spirulina, okay, because Herbalife doesn't have a spirulina, right? Not yet. And what else did I do? I think that's about it. I can only think of spirulina. Okay, and once in a while, I'll mix my collagen powder with it. But a lot of you who know me well, I drink my collagen separately because I enjoy it. And also, if you take your collagen separately, it's best. It's the best. It gets absorbed in your body the best. Okay. And ladies out there or gentlemen who really care a lot about your skin health, right? Take your collagen on empty stomach in the morning. Okay. Empty stomach, take your collagen. That is when it gets absorbed the best. Okay. Shh. You heard it from me here, okay? And then don't share this. Nah, just kidding. Of course, share with your family and friends. But that might not be something that you heard from elsewhere, but it's something that we do in our community here. So yes, guys, let me double check. Oh yeah, that's right, Deborah. Your birthday's coming up. I checked. You're the 5th of July, right? Oh my God, you're gonna be doing so much celebration. The 4th of July and also the 5th of July, Deborah Day. Oh my God. Okay. So when you're doing the barbecue, don't feel guilty, don't feel bad. Just make sure you have your aloe vera by the side. Okay. Have like a sparkling water type of aloe vera, have your infused, with peach slices, strawberry slices, have that by your side. Okay, so that way the barbecue is not going to be doing too much, damage to your body. And also remember, barbecue is fatty, right? Like, animal fat. So that can actually be for anyone, doesn't matter what your age is, where you're from. Any kind of like too much consumption of the animal fat, animal protein can actually like be a bit, heavy on the heart, right? And in summer, early summer, we want to take care of our heart. Heart is the organ that we have to take good care of this summer. So, try to have some bitter stuff, during your barbecue as well. I don't know why. Oh, I met my goal today. That's why my watch is vibrating. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Nice, nice. Thank you so much, Deborah, for the support. And I know a lot of people will be watching the replay of it. So, yeah, really, really, really happy to have you guys here to support. And doesn't Herbalife have some kind of detox? Okay, Ray, I think in the US, you guys have this kind of like detox where you take in the morning and the evening. I don't think it's as popular. Like, I know what you mean. I'm not very good with that. I know there's a box of it. But you know what? Like in general, when we talk about detox with Herbalife, we don't actually like in Herbalife, we don't have like an actual like what do you call it, like a set of something that makes you like have diarrhea. Like some of you guys may have tried some kind of like detox product, detox tea from, I don't know, pharmacy or from some other brand, right, which actually makes you like go to the toilet a lot, makes you poop a lot, right? Herbalife doesn't have anything like that. And why? Because Herbalife, the nutrition philosophy is based on cellular nutrition. Okay, cellular nutrition, cellular regeneration, cellular cleansing. So when you put the good nutrition into your body, okay, the complete nutrition is actually feeding your cells, right? Our bodies are made up by trillions and trillions of cells. So when your cells absorb the good nutrition, okay, they automatically regenerate. Okay, they become healthier. Your cells will regenerate and become healthier, and that itself is like the cellular, a regeneration, right? Cellular cleansing itself, and then we become, newer people. We become healthier because our cells get healthier, right? So this is what Herbalife is, the Herbalife belief is. That is why Herbalife doesn't come up with anything that's like, oh, makes your body purge, make your body go this and that. No, no, no. Just aloe tea shake, like, the breakfast we always advocate, right? The best breakfast, I know I can sound biased when I say Herbalife breakfast is the best, but I can make another episode just to show you guys the hard evidence why having Herbalife breakfast is so much better than having your Starbucks coffee or Tim Horton or whatever, the traditional breakfast. I gotta make a whole episode about that because I feel like not enough people know about it, and still lots of people skip their breakfast. They, don't think breakfast is important. And I know a lot of people, especially those people who do like keto intermittent fasting, will be like, probably slapping me and telling me that I'm wrong and blah, blah, blah. It's okay to skip breakfast. That's okay. I love you guys. It's a different school of thought, right? But this school of theory, this school here practices healthy breakfast. Okay. So that's why when you do that, like I tell you guys, every day you are actually cleansing your body. Every day you're doing cellular regeneration. Every day you're doing cellular cleansing here, right? So that you're already detoxing your body, okay? And the thing is, you don't need to do too much detox. When your body is healthy, when your body is functioning well, regulating well, you don't really need a detox, okay? That's something I want you guys to remember. You don't always need a detox. We do need it once in a while. Depends on what you've been through, what you have been having, what holiday, what lifestyle you've been having, right? Or if you ask me about detox, a lot of times I'll refer to having emotional, mental detox. That's the detox I actually think is a lot more important. True, true, right? Emotional, mental detox. Okay. So thank you so much. And thank you so much, Murphy. And it's so good to have you here. I'm free thinking man. Everyone in this world have equal opportunity. Yes, that's right. And take collagen before, after morning aloe. Oh, that's a very good question. After your aloe. At least that is my style. Because why I say that is because after taking the aloe, you're still empty stomach, right? You have water, but you haven't got anything sort of like more thick, dense, or solid in your stomach yet. You haven't taken your shake yet, right? So technically, you're still kind of like empty, right? But I tell everybody, whatever you take in the morning, you gotta take your aloe vera first because aloe vera is there to cleanse and hydrate. And that is the first thing we need in the morning. Okay, but make sure you brush your teeth before that too, right? So brush your teeth and take your aloe vera. Then, like those of you who do the collagen, take your collagen, and after collagen, you can do your shake. And I know some people, mix the collagen with their shake, which is okay. Herbalife suggests everyone to do that too. But personally speaking, I want to absorb my product, in the best way possible. So, and the best way to absorb, a lot of the product is by consuming that on its own. Okay. And so having a mix is definitely a good option, but I like to have it, like in an optimal way. So like that's the way I do it. And then, that's why I'm sharing with you guys, right? And let me know. Maybe some of you would tell me that I don't see the difference. Some of you would tell me that, oh yeah, I feel the difference. So like, do let me know, right? Whatever practice that you choose to have, I would love to hear from you guys as well, right? So beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I guess we're gonna end it here for today. I hope you guys like my Yeti mic. I don't have anywhere to put it. That's why I gotta hold it up so you can hear me clearly. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We just began July, right? And it's gonna be the 4th of July for Deborah and a lot of you guys over in America. So happy 4th of July. We just had Canada Day yesterday, the 1st of July. And also, early happy birthday to Deborah for next week, next Monday, right? Monday? Yes, Monday. And definitely you're in our Fit Club. I'm going to say big happy birthday to you as well. So, yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I'm here every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you got to work out what time is in your country. Okay. And if you like what you see here, and if you want to hang out with me more outside of YouTube, you can join my Authentic Energy Fit Club like Deborah did. All right. And she's having a ton of fun there. Like, DMing me every day and messaging me, asking me questions. And I go live in the Fit Club as well. And I do live workout too. So yeah, I welcome everybody to come and join our Fit Club and have a lot of fun together. Have fun while you're learning how to improve your health, how to improve your, wellness, your body management. Let's do this together. Okay. You're not alone on this journey. All right. And those of you who are women or men, and if you want to talk about body image issues, if you want to, discuss how to build confidence for your body, I'm your girl. I'm here for you as well. Okay. That's another thing I do. All right. So, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because I do live every Friday. And starting next week, I'll have more content coming in. So stay tuned. All right, guys. And thank you, Deborah, for being here every Friday. And Murphy, beautiful Murphy. Murphy's so hardworking. And Murphy sent me a video. Oh my God. I wish I could share. Let me know, Murphy, if I could share. I really want to share. Murphy sent me this really heartwarming video last week. And just to share, how much he, has learned and his journey and, how fun it is, to be part of the YouTube community here. And yeah, Murphy is amazing. If anyone is in KL in Malaysia, go visit Murphy's Fit Club. He's an amazing coach there. So big shout out to you, Murphy. Big shout out to Deborah for being here all the time. And I don't know if we still have Deirdre from Singapore. All right, those of you who left a comment here, big shout out to you guys. And if you're watching the replay, don't be shy and leave questions and comments in the comment. Okay, guys, I look forward to hang out with you again next week. Take good care, guys. This is early summer. Remember to take good care of your heart. Okay, remember to eat bitter things and remember to hydrate yourself. Okay, have fun on the weekend and stay healthy and stay happy. Bye.